What's up YouTube? This is Stroblight back again with another aquarium video, and today I want to touch on plants and how I help them grow and how they are growing. But first, if you notice that the water may be a little bit cloudy, or if you see a bunch of particles floating around, I did just do water changes on both of my tanks, so that's probably why it stirs up a little bit of everything, but it was needed. I needed that water change. These guys usually handle pretty well in this tank just because it's a lot of water. Doesn't really disturb him too much, but in Fish's tank he usually freaks out a little bit because it is a smaller tank, so it's going to cause a lot more disturbance in it. But he's doing fine. He's looking good. But back to the topic at hand, I want to talk about how I'm helping my plants grow and how good they are growing, or how well they are growing. Excuse me, proper English here. The finest. But one way I'm helping these plants grow is by propagation, and what that is kind of what I did with this guy. Is like I cut him in half, put one half over here, and put this half, or left this half right here actually. And what's going to happen is this plant's going to pump a lot of energy into this. Let me get it to focus. This one tip right here. And what's going to happen is it's going to produce two buds and branch out into two different stems. And what you can do is keep cutting those stems, and you're going to keep branching out into two different spots. And this allows the plant to become more bush-like and cover more area. And with stem plants, if it covers more area, that means more light that it can use, which is good for them because they need light to photosynthesize. And so you can do that with stem plants. One common theme that you'll see with stem plants is they like to grow up because they do require a lot of energy use to build stems because they're very thick cellulose compared to non-stem plants where they just have blades or leaves or whatever. So they pump a lot of energy to creating that stem. And so what's easier for them to do is to grow up instead of like these non-stem plants to grow out and then put a sprout there or maybe out here or something. But this guy is trying to grow out a little bit. This is another sprout coming from his root system. So they will do that. This same way over here, he's trying to push this sprout out so they become more bush-like, cover more area, more nutrients, more sunlight. But enough with the stem plants. We'll go to non-stem plants such as like these carpeting plants or my Anubis or Amazon or the Amazon sword, sorry. Or these I don't know what these guys are. I'll search it for you. But what they do is they like to shoot their roots out to find different areas. You can see it well with this Anubis. Hang on, let me grab it for you. So you can see how he goes all the way out here. And what's going to happen is eventually this guy's going to pop out. Goldfish are trying to attack me. I think I'm food. But what he's eventually going to do is put a sprout at the very end of that tip so he can cover a little bit more area. And what you can do is actually clip those roots right where that sprout is and take that sprout and plant it somewhere else, and it'll grow into its own plant. And that's when they do it, when they spread out like that, it's called auto-propagation. But when you clip it off, that's also considered propagation and planting it somewhere else. So it's an easy way to actually grow your plant population in your tanks. So you can start off with maybe 2 or 3 plants and propagate them out into 6 plants, and then double that, and then double that, and next thing you know, you'll have a forest in your tank. So it's pretty cool way, pretty easy way as well. The first time I heard about it, I didn't think I would be able to do it until I actually saw how these plants grow, and just kind of studied them and did my research and understood what needs to happen. So I did that, started trying to propagate, so we'll see how well it does. I put one tall guy over here just to kind of help grow up this side, and I also put one right in the middle over here, and then these carpeting plants are starting to propagate right here. So we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys posted, but I thought it was a cool little thing to share. Hopefully if you're also have aquariums with plants, hopefully this helps you out a little bit. Nice way to increase your plant population. It does take time though, because those little guys have to grow up into how big these guys are. So I think it's cool. You guys may not, you guys may, but I think it's cool, and I'm going to keep doing that I'm gonna try to not buy any more plants and just grow it like this and see how far I get. That'll be a cool before and after comparison. So we'll try that. I haven't really used any fertilizers in this plant in a while, in this tank, excuse me. Can't speak English today, sorry. But I haven't really used any fertilizers in this tank in a couple weeks, just because, honestly, I forget about it. Or in Fish's tank. But there are, I wouldn't say rumors, but there is a possibility that fertilizers do get taken out by carbon. And there's a bunch of arguments about it. Where I stand is the plants will take out as much fertilizers as they need before the carbon absorbs it all. So that's how I stand. But I'm going to try to move to non-carbon tanks at all, just because I like bacteria. I like what they can do for the tank. So that's what I'm going to try to do. But I hope this was helpful. I hope it was interesting. And I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. I like this stuff. I like ecology. I like how things operate in the wild. And I guess that's kind of why I got into aquariums, is to kind of understand how these fish would act, even though these are all bred to have in captivity. Well, it's pretty cool, and that's why I have real plants as well, just to see how these guys operate. But hey, the Otocinclus is out. Cool. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to favorite, like, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my abilities. And if you want me to go in more depth about propagation and whatnot, let me know, and I'll either make another video about it or try to answer something about it in the comments. Because it is something I'm interested in, something I think is cool and whatnot. But yeah, this is how things are going. They're all going pretty well. Everybody's healthy, everybody's happy. And I hope your day goes well, and I hope your day keeps going well, and I hope your week keeps going well. Today is hump day, so it's all downhill from here, right? But have a good day, have a good week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.